Hello everyone and welcome back. For those of you who are tuning in, this is Soulwork and I'm your host Jenny Cousins. And we are live here on Shaw TV and the phone lines are officially open. And that number to give us a call, Calgary, is 403-539-6710. So give us a call. And my guest again tonight is Terry Smiley. He is an artist and he has brought in a couple of his paintings, and Terry has a lot more paintings, but I was just going to ask you actually, now I know you've done all sizes of paintings. What's the biggest painting that you've done?
Biggest paintings were probably the first year I started painting, 6 feet high by 4 feet wide.
And what was that?
It was a rodeo scene. And what happened was it was purchased by a company I used to work for. And what they did was they made t-shirts out of the prints and they sold them on a destroyer that's parked in Vancouver to try and help needy people. Mm. So it was all donated.
Wow.
Everything was done. And it was a huge success that corporations can do if they get together. And
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Because you do all sizes, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But I prefer large.
Yes.
And I've already been warned to go smaller.
Really?
Yes. Because it won't fit in their living rooms.
Oh, I see.
So.
But some people prefer, you know.
Yes.
But I mean, I would do what feels right for you, honestly, personally, myself, because you got to be yourself.
Bigger's better.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine who is a phenomenal artist. All of his paintings are very large.
Yeah. Very
large.
It's just as hard to make a small painting, you know.
I bet. Just less paint.
Paint's cheap.
Exactly.
What can I say?
I know. But we do have a caller already. And just another reminder, Calgary, again, you can give Terry or myself a call. And that number is 403-539-6710. And our first caller of tonight is Joyce. Joyce, welcome to the show. You have a question for us.
Yes, Jenny, I love your show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And my question is, my workplace, is everything going to work out okay for me?
You know, I really feel that that's going to change for you, to be very honest. I just really don't feel that you're in the right spot, to be honest. You know, in the next couple of months from now, you very well might start to see certain signs of shifting. I just kind of feel like, you know, the behind the scenes where you are, that things don't feel really settled. You know, it just feels like people are going to be coming in and out. And you very well will see that. So I just really feel there's going to be a change for you next year. So, you know, just be open with different options, like you're okay where you are now. So,
okay, so you see a change next year. Would that be
a good change? Like everything's okay. Like if you want to, you can stay where you're at, okay? But you know, if you stay where you're at, you know, I would just kind of keep to yourself, because it just feels like things are going to be like this. Kind of rocky, not with you. I feel you're pretty much stable, but just around you. So it's going to kind of leave you, what's going to happen to me type thing. But there is an opportunity coming for you next year, and it's something that consider to really look at. You don't have to take the position if you don't want to, but I would take a look at it, because I just almost feel like the next place is going to push you even further up, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if next year something's coming up for me, how do I know?
You're gonna know. You're gonna feel it. Like I mean, I don't want you to get nervous or anything or ungrounded by that. Like there's always different signs we can take a look at. Like I feel for you, you're perfectly fine. You're perfectly safe. But sometimes it's like being on a ship. You know, we're sitting there on a ship, everything's fine, and yet the ship could get a little rocky, and then certain people start to bow out. You know, some on their own, some not on their own way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for you, I'm feeling that you're going to be, you know, you can stay there if you want. But what I am saying is an opportunity is going to be presented to you. So it really comes down to if you're ready for it, and if you're not, you're going to be fine anyways. But I just kind of feel a little extra weights on your shoulders there for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I really do.
Thank you very much, Jeni.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very
Bye.
welcome, and thanks for calling in. And as a reminder, of course, Terry will also be taking calls, and that number again is 403-539-6710 Calgary. So certainly feel free to give us a call. So I was going to ask you your smaller paintings, because I know you do the big ones.
Yeah.
What's the smallest ones that you've done?
For fun, I did one this size, and it actually was a black and white pencil that I did. And then what I did was I also did the same painting about this size, so just better than legal size.
Yeah.
And it took me longer to do the small painting.
Oh yeah, because I noticed when I've known Terry since I was 10 years old, so I noticed actually when I was at your place that there was a small one.
Yeah.
It was like, how big was that? That was like a 5x7, wasn't it?
It was really small.
Yeah.
Really, well, for me. For me, it was really small. And like I said, it took me as long, if not longer, just because I had to.
And that was done in pencil?
Yes, that was a long, long time ago. That was when I was involved in interior design. I'm an interior designer as well.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that was one of the projects that we had going, was to try and see if we could reconstruct something. And I thought nothing of it in the beginning. I thought, I'm going to whip this off. No problem.
Yeah.
No. No. I'll tell you a funny story, though.
Okay.
Years and years ago, I was employed as an artist, and what we did was sketch people before they got their hair cut.
Oh.
This is back in the 80s. And what happened was, I was a co-worker of mine, Tyrell Clark, was with me, and both of us were doing that early or mid 80s. She's the one that got me in touch. She's a beautiful friend of mine. She's the one that got me in touch with Annie Froese, which is the one that runs the gallery in High River. So it's funny how things come full circle. Yeah.
But when you're ready, though, you know, it's all about when you're truly ready, and you have to own who you are. Once you own who you are, then that's when doors open, when you follow your passion.
Yeah. Well, Tyrell she stayed an artist, whereas I went on different paths.
Yeah.
And only came back, and she was the one who said, "You've got to get a gallery going. You've got it's time.
Yes.
And I was nervous and scared.
Yes. But look at your art, though, Terry. It's, you know, it's phenomenal. Like, all of your pieces are phenomenal.
Thank you.
That's why I said you have to come on, because you know, they just can't sit there and not be shown. They're phenomenal.
Thank you.
You know, really, they are. And we do have another person, a caller, and our next caller would be Tina. Tina, welcome to the show, and you have a question for Terry or myself.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Tina. You have a question for us?
Yes, I just have a work-related question about where I am, and if you can kind of feel anything happening or changing. I know it's very similar to the last caller, but
well, I mean, the thing is this with you is I really see you as being more of an independent person, you know, with a lot of creative. You're very, very good with people. You know, anything you do, like even customer service, you know, any type of job, like, you know, airline, customer service on the phone, interconnecting with people, you're really, really good at. So I personally really think with you that you kind of shorten yourself down a little bit, because I really feel with you that, you know, whenever you put your full heart into something, then doors are going to open for you. 2018, I heard, come in a really, in a really big way. And as I say to everybody, you know, when you really own who you are, then doors open of opportunity for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's just so much of yourself. And I see the color green around you for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but when you're truly, truly ready to really jump out, things are going to open up for you. What are you doing now?
Right now, I'm trying to explain kind of quickly a bit of crisis intervention. Basically, I'm looking to kind of take the next step because I've been doing it a while, so I wouldn't mind staying in that. But say in a different category,
Yes.
if you will.
Yeah.
So just kind of like an advancement of like skill set and so on and so forth, because I'm kind of doing a lot of behavioral work right now,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
I'm
it's-
just thinking in terms of like behavioral support
Yes.
of workers.
Yeah, and that will open up for you because that's the thing. It's like, you know, that's why I brought up how you're really good with people, because whenever, you know, like the courses and the more we learn and stuff like that, I do feel you're going to go up. And
Oh, great.
and when you say, you know what, I am very good at what I do, I know I'm truly helping people and such like that, then that's when the doors are going to open up because you're sending out that different energy. So from now until then, you're even going to see signs coming in next year that there's a shift coming in a good way, okay? And jump on it. Don't be thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm, you know, quite qualified for it or ready for it. Jump into it because it's really going to come really naturally for you.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, so that will expand for you. How old are you now?
46.
Yeah, yeah, perfect sense. Yeah, within a year and a half, things are really going to shift for you in a big way. So take advantage of it completely and utterly, you know, because you could be doing that for years and years and years and moving up. So.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. Can I just ask you one quick question?
Yes.
I know you told me that you see 2018 around me. Do you see any other like numbers around me at all, like numerology wise?
No, I just heard, you know, like 2018 and the color green, and now I'm seeing the number 3 for some reason as you say that. But no, just really go. When's your birthday?
August 27th.
Okay, so Virgo.
Yeah.
Moving into the cusp. So that makes perfect sense. So not this September, but the following. Yeah, so there, a year and a half realistically. As I pointed out, things are really going to shift for you. So just really, really go with the flow and just pay attention to different signs with you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're on target. Like you're really on target with things.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
Oh, very welcome. So just keep on doing what you're doing and just know that you're on the right path.
Oh, that's super.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I love your show, so I'll let you go and let
Oh.
somebody else get through.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you
Tina.
ever so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. So, Terry, what type of paints do you use? I was going to ask because I know you're
Oils.
using paint or the pencil.
Yeah.
So you only use the oils?
I use the oils a lot, but I'm thinking of going into black and whites, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that.
Okay.
And I may do something completely different. Right now I've got a whole series of rodeo scenes and everything from chuck wagon races, bull, and I've got horses as well. So I got all 3 categories right there, bucking
Okay.
broncos,
Okay.
that type of thing. So, but I think I'm doing it in the series that I have in mind coming up. It may or may not have anything to do with rodeo, just to put some variety in things, and leave that alone for a little while, and try something else.
Are you more drawn to do? Like, because I know that you've done other art besides, you know, the rodeo type energy and such like that. Because you have done paintings for people with their animals and their pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of times I'll just take something out of what I see, and I'll just, but I'm really drawn to, like I said, drama And the drama isn't necessarily in the subject matter, it's how the light is presented. And it just, if I can get someone to walk into a room and the painting's across the hall, if I can entice them to want to walk across the room, I've done what I wanted. And that's what I try and do with these, is that it's instant.
Yeah.
And it gets better when you get closer to it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's phenomenal, especially the bottom one. Like that, it's so real. It is so real.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thanks.
You know, so, because that's black and white, but it has grays in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's just the way I,
It really catches an eye. And I mean, you know, it really catches an eye. And I'm already getting the wrap-up sign as well. So, you know, you've got, Terry's on Instagram as well.
Thank you.
And Facebook, by the way. So thank you for coming on the show, Terry.
Thanks for having me.
And this is Soul Work. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins, and we are live here on Shaw TV. The show is going to be up on Shaw TV's website and YouTube as well. So you can catch the old shows on YouTube under Jeni Cousins. And thank you, everyone. We'll be live again next Wednesday night. See you then.
Thank you.